amigos.
I'm Paloma.
And I'm Mati. And welcome back to Latino Soy Yo.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Latino Soy Yo. I'm Paloma.
And I'm Mati.
And Mati, what are we talking about today? I'm excited.
Well, today is a very important day, very exciting day, because we're going to be talking about two of my most favorite things. One definitely trumps over the other, and that's food and hair, okay? And obviously I'm going to love food way more than I love my own hair, but it's going to be a very exciting episode. We're going to be talking about, our hair journeys. If you saw our Instagram post, you could see that some of us had rougher hair journeys than others. You guys probably would have seen my somewhat what I like to call the afro. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. First off, right off the bat, I'm gonna ask Paloma about her hair journey. Tell me, when did you really start paying attention to your hair? What age did you really start putting product in? Because I know product is, a game changer.
Product is key.
Product is key. So yeah, just tell me about it.
Okay, so I've always had really curly hair. When I was little, like in that photo that we posted on Instagram, if you saw, it was really curly, but not as curly as it is now, but still really curly. Then I would always brush it in elementary school because I didn't really know what to do with it. And I wanted to look smooth, so I would brush it, and it just kind of looked puffy. And depending on the day. And also my hair was long. My hair was really long for a really long time, like maybe till I was 14. Like past my shoulders.
Long. Past your shoulders. Okay.
Yeah, and so it wasn't curling to its best potential, I guess let's say. So it just kind of looked ratty for a while because I didn't know what to do. Well, like this was maybe when I was 12 or 13, so I didn't really know what I was doing.
Fair.
I started like putting in product and paying attention to like curly stuff when I was like 12, 13, middle school. The products that I would use, though, were I just didn't know what I was doing. So I used, what did I use? Mousse. I was telling you I use a lot of mousse. I still use mousse, just for no frizz, but less. When I was 12 or 13.
Dollop of mousse.
Yeah, when I was 12 or 13, I went, and it was just so much. And I would just, because there's no frizz and it's all definition, so I would go and just rake it through my hair. But what I didn't factor in, like the curls looked good, but when you touched it, it was like crispy.
I feel that.
Right? Yeah. So it's like,
for me, it was oh my god! Like I don't know if anyone ever did like play, like theater, whatever it's called. Like theater. Okay. Like I had this gel, and it was like, you know what I'm talking about, the old school like thick gel,
like pomade stuff.
Yeah, and my mom would put that in my hair to try to spike it up, and in the afro, and then so it would just be hard, and it wouldn't take away the frizz. Like it was just gross. It was not good. But anyways, continue. Sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Speaking of gel, I work at an acting camp and we do hair and makeup for the kids for the play. And I'm not great at doing hair other than curly hair or boys' hair. So I get the boys and they're like, "What are you?" They're like, "I'm a mayor." I'm like, "Okay, I'll get gel and slick it back." But they're like, I'm a I don't know, it'll be something else that's like fancy. Like I'm a dad. I'm like, great, I'll do your
the classic dad like side part, whatever it is.
But yeah, I figured out my hair. I started getting product conscious like at 11 or 12. Didn't know what I was doing. Figured out what products worked for my hair maybe like when I was 17, 18.
Wow. That's a late bloomer.
I tried lots of different things. I tried coconut oil, like there were some things that worked and then your hair changed and then I had to get different things. But now I'm at a very good state of my hair.
You're happy.
Journey.
You're like,
I have a good haircut. I have a good products. Yeah, let's hear about your hair journey. I'm interested to hear.
Oh man, I was telling you, like, again, I had the afro and I had that again, like I think until grade 11.
Yeah.
So same thing, 16, 17. And it was just bad. I had like, I would just get an even cut all around. So it was never, I think it was actually maybe around grade 10 or 11, I started getting the classic short on the sides, long on the top. You know what I mean? Like, going to the barbershop, like short on the sides, long on the top. But it wasn't until, probably grade 11 or 12 that, like we said, we met, the homie Elio.
Elio.
Shout out Elio. And yeah, that's when I started getting the skin fade. And like I actually just got a haircut today,
Ooh,
or what am I saying, yesterday? So it's
ooh,
like
yeah, that's good.
super fresh.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I started to use product as well. But product itself was a really big journey because
Mm.
for me the biggest thing was my hair was so frizzy. Like everyone knows who has curly like frizzy hair, especially like I'm pretty sure a lot of Latinos and Latinas know that like frizz is just so hard to control.
Yeah,
So for
I
me, the
agree.
biggest thing was no, yeah, fully. For me,
Yeah.
the biggest thing was trying to control my frizz, and I didn't know what to put in my hair. And I have like a funny story. When I was like younger, and I was telling you this, like this is the egg story. So I was telling you this. I would look up videos, and I was always trying to get my hair to be really straight and like thin and not like frizzy. And I would want my hair to look like Brad Pitt, like straight hair, liso, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and I'd look up videos. It's like, oh, how to get this hair, like blah blah blah, and then it would be like, take an egg yolk and like scramble it up and like massage it in your scalp. I would do that like religiously, like weeks after weeks. And my dad would be like, "Yo, what is this guy doing?" Like he would call me un huevon, which in like
Uh-huh.
Argentina is like an egghead, like you're an idiot. Like so I did that for a while and it didn't work. Let me
That's
just like put
funny.
that disclaimer out there. It did not work. Um, but
Well,
finally I found out like what my product is. Should I show it? I have it.
show it, show it.
So this is
Tell everyone about it.
this is can 2,
Mhm.
okay? And the only downside is that it smells like coconut.
Uh-huh.
And it's the only thing I get mad about that is because if I wear like cologne or have like another like it
I know what you mean.
the scents collide,
Yeah.
but it's so good. It keeps like I'm wearing it right now. It keeps the frizz down. It keeps my curls, nice and tight. Honestly, I love it.
Do you use
Um,
anything else or just Cantu, whatever it is?
I just use Cantu, and this is another thing, which I was it's one of my other questions, but I
Mhm.
only condition my hair.
Oh,
I
do you
shampoo it.
co-wash?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Shampoo wash? I only
Yeah.
shampoo it once, maybe twice a month, and if it's like really dirty. But other than that, Elio is like, bro, don't shampoo it,
Yeah.
condition it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you do? What's your like? I guess my question is, what's your hairstyle routine every
Mm.
day, like on average, not in quarantine, because but like when you
It's
wake
about the
up, like
same.
the same.
Um,
Nothing.
I wash my hair. Let's say, like, okay, once a week, I'll use shampoo and conditioner. But then in between, just so that it doesn't get super dry, I'll wash it with conditioner and, like,
Mhm,
it's like you're washing it with shampoo, but it's conditioner.
mhm.
Um, Most of the time I wear it up because
Up is
it's
what,
just
ponytail, like
but usually a bun.
a bun.
Either a messy bun or you've seen, like, parted in the middle, low bun at the back. Those are, like, the 3 hairstyles I know how to do. Down,
Okay,
low bun, and messy bun up there.
that's funny.
Um, okay, I have a ton of products here. Shea Moisture, love Shea Moisture. I have a Shea
You
Moisture
gotta
leave-in conditioner.
walk me through like how you use them.
Yeah, okay.
So out of the
Wash my hair,
shower, okay, yeah,
come out, it's kinda towel dry, okay, like damp.
right?
Then I spray it with a
Damn, yeah.
water
Okay.
spray it with stuff. This is Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner that, like, strengthens your hair because my hair is, like, dry and a little damaged.
We know
Then,
that.
normally normally, I like this, it's classic. I don't know if you've seen the Shea Moisture curl enhancing smoothie. This is when I was a kid, or kid not kid, like, teenager, tween, whatever, I would see every single hair curly hair person use this on YouTube. And it at the
No
time, it
way.
was too heavy. Oh my god, everyone uses this.
Like
And it's
Latino? Like, did you get influence
just
from like what are
everyone,
they? Just everyone.
just,
Okay.
like, everyone. And it was too heavy for my hair at the time because my hair wasn't that curly, so it just weighed it down. This is what I get from Elio, moving on. Something from Aveda. I
Mhm.
don't it's a curl enhancer, I don't know what it does, but it works wonders. And this other thing, which is a Mark Anthony, not the singer, but some hair guy,
Oh, I
Strictly
think I used
Curls,
that.
curl
I
defining lotion.
I used that before. I
Yeah.
used that before. Yeah.
Then I put it all in there, do a little, like, when people have you seen the Denman brush?
Is this the brush that you're telling me, like the one that you
No,
were telling me
different
last time?
brush.
Different brush. Sorry guys. Oh
It
man.
sections off your hair into little clumps, and you shake it out, and it's perfectly like, twisted, and then you can just scrunch it. So I brush
Oh
out my
my
hair, flip over, get my diffuser, and go like
oh
this
my
for,
god.
like, to scrunch it up for, like, half an hour to get it dry. Hairspray,
Half an
pick it
hour?
not half an hour, that's exaggerating, but it's a
Okay.
long time.
I was
And
gonna
then
say.
Uh, get hairspray, tease it up, hairspray again, scrunch it, and that's it. Then
Yeah.
that's it, but
The
what's
scrunch is an important like
yeah,
that, like, I use that motion a lot, like, scrunching the curls.
yeah, what's
That's a
your
good
hair
motion.
routine like?
Man, it's so low maintenance, like, now that you described yours. Um, Honestly, like, it's basically towel dry,
Mhm.
put product in, that's it.
That's
I know there's, like, argan oil and all that stuff for, like,
yeah,
heat, but I don't
yeah.
have a diffuser because I was telling you before, I don't know if those things are expensive or not. I don't know.
They're not bad. I
No?
mean, I'm sure there are expensive ones out there, but there are also cheap ones. You just attach it to your
Yeah.
hair
I
dryer.
guess it's an investment too, like, if you're using it, like, bare using it every
Yeah.
day,
No,
like
I don't use it every day. I do that, like, twice a week,
okay,
and then all the
okay.
rest of the time, it's, like, either just spritz it or put it up or something, but
Do you
yeah.
think that your hair was or, like, your hairstyle was influenced by, like, your mom or, like, from, like, I guess, like, your Latin Mexican culture? Like because for me, I'm trying to think, a lot of people in Colombia don't have the same type of hair that I
Yeah.
have unless they're even a lot of the women in my family have straight hair.
Do they
Only
straighten
one.
it, or
Yeah.
is it
No,
naturally curly, or is it just straight?
I I think it's naturally straight. I
Mm.
could be wrong. I know you don't like straightening hair,
No, it's not
damage,
that I don't like
whatever.
it, I just don't do it. That's it.
Fair. Okay, fair.
Yeah. Do you is it so where's your curly hair from, your mom or your dad? Or both?
It's from no one. It's from no one. My dad's like bald. Oh, so I'm a little worried about that. I don't
Yeah.
know the science behind that. They say it's your grandfather on your mom's side. If he like went bald young, then you're in for a little treat. But luckily, I have thick hair, so it's not
Mhm.
thinning. So I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But I gotta be cautious. But yeah, it's honestly I think it's like someone in my lineage. But honestly, my mom doesn't have curly hair,
Hmm,
and my dad is bald, and he had straight hair as a kid, like really straight,
okay.
like the hair that I wanted. And
Yeah.
but I realized that this is the way to go. Like
Yeah.
fade and
It
curls, and
suits you, it suits you.
it definitely suits me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, my hair wasn't it's just kinda how it was. My dad's hair is curly. Now my hair's curlier than his, actually, well, relatively. But,
Mhm,
my dad's hair's super curly. So is my dad's parents, they both have curly hair. But, my mom has, like, kinda wavy hair,
mhm.
um, I don't know. But, yeah, I definitely got my curly hair from my dad, so I just kinda
That's like
dealt with it.
speaking of parents, I remember you were telling me how are the quarantine cuts coming along? Is your
Ooh,
dad is anyone getting better at who fades your dad's hair? Your sister and your
my
mom?
mom and sister, yeah.
They're attempting to. How's that
Yeah, no,
going?
they're good at it. My mom's been fading my dad's hair since, like, the summer, and
Oh
then
no
he'd go
way.
get cuts in between, like, when hair barbershops were
Are
open.
open. Yeah.
But then when they're not, like, yeah, my mom and sister, they do a good job, and then my mom cut my hair, and they should do a great job with this.
Yeah.
It looks good. Um, and then yeah, they're good they're learning. They're good
I've
at
been
it.
trying,
How
I've
about
been
you?
trying.
Yeah.
It's hard, it's so hard, like, I'd rather get it cut from someone else, because if anyone knows, like, when you get a fade, you make these guidelines, which is
Mm,
basically every so often you make this, like, line, okay? And, like, that's because the fade starts, like, soft, and then you can it's
yeah,
all the fade is you make different guidelines on the length, and then you blend them, so that way it looks like it's, like, fading
it
upward, right?
fades.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you do that, but because my hair is blonde, I was telling Elio yesterday, I was like,
Mm,
"Elio, man, like, this is so hard because since my hair is so blonde and, like, thin, I
yeah.
can't distinguish the lines. So then I end up messing
Oh,
up the blend, which definitely sucks.
yeah.
So that sucks. But I was gonna ask you a little bit about an extension of yours, an extension of your hair that you wear during dance. I want you to show the people
Oh
or
my
tell the
god.
people about your
This
fake
guy.
bun because I thought that was so funny. So please tell me about your
So, I'm in Mexican folk dancing, have been for years, right?
who's in
And
Mexican
so
folk dancing? Like
Mexican people?
I've
Um,
never heard that since anyways, yeah, yeah.
that's like the hat dance and stuff.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is?
Oh, wow, that's so
I
stereotypical.
know, but that's one of the biggest songs that we do.
Fair,
La
fair,
Bamba,
fair.
we do it to La Bamba, not
Oh,
the
okay,
Richie
okay.
Valens version, but the original. Um, and then so yeah, okay. So you have big headpieces that wrap basically around your whole head. It's like a
Mhm.
circle, and it's like ribbon and yarn and stuff, and it's meant to look like your real hair. So you're supposed to get it in your hair color, but then you see this, like, for the people watching the show, it looks like a little bun and like a huge headpiece, so it doesn't look like it's your hair. It's not
Oh my god,
believable,
it's so
quote
funny.
unquote.
I when you showed
So
me it.
yeah. So yeah, so people do this, they get yarn and make their own little bun like how they do the big headpieces, so it
Oh, they
just
make
fits
their
right
own.
in.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but I bought one with, like, kind of fake hair. This is what it looks like. It looks weird off, but when you put it on, it looks so good. If anyone sees, go on my Instagram and see photos. It looks good and real.
Oh
And so
man.
after a dance performance, let's go around with that. And it has a little comb. You put it over your bun to make it look bigger, so it kind of
Mhm.
fills out the space between the headpiece and your real hair.
Got you. You haven't put extensions on your hair, have you?
No, like, when I was a
Mhm.
kid, I got, pink extensions from, like, Ardeen,
Oh,
but,
okay.
no, I've never done that. Uh, yeah. Fun
That's so
fact,
funny.
though, I don't know if I told you this, but when I was a kid, I used to model for my hair for Dove for,
I was literally talking about modeling before this
I
with that
know,
girl.
I know. I used to model for Dove, and one time I did a campaign in Latin America for, like, self-esteem. I was, like, 7. I still have a photo, it's
Bro,
really
Dove
cute.
Latin America?
Yeah, and it was like
That's sick.
this was years ago. Yeah, I was literally 7. Um, and they had said stuff like, "I love my curly hair," and stuff, so that
Mhm.
was fun 'cause I got to send it to my family.
You
Yeah.
have to have do you not have that commercial somewhere?
I
Come
it wasn't a
on.
commercial, it was just like an ad. I
Like
have a
a
photo of it. I'll show
photo?
you later. I'll show you later
Okay. We should
another
definitely
time.
we should plug that on the IG. I think that'd
Oh
be
my
really funny.
god.
Do
A
you
12-year-old ad.
No, I think that'd be funny.
Okay.
If people wanna see us, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah,
Send us a
okay.
DM, be like, "We wanna see Paloma's
I'll show
old
you.
hair."
Yeah.
No, but I was gonna ask you, do you think a lot of, especially like Latina girls, do you think they struggle with their hair, like, at first knowing how to, like, if they don't get help from their mom, or like, was your mom being like, "Oh, like, use this product, like, use this," or did you
Um,
kind of like was the journey kind of kind of taught, you know what I mean?
More self-talk 'cause my mom doesn't have curly hair like mine. Once again,
Straight
let's
hair?
reiterate, she's Canadian. She
Oh.
has kinda wavy-ish hair. Um, she's blonde and everything, so we have different hair types for sure. But
Mhm.
so she taught me, like, how to curl my hair, how to straighten it and make it look good, how to blow dry it. She did remember I had a blowout a couple weeks ago? She did that for
Yeah.
me. She's really good with hair, but,
That's awesome, yeah.
curly hair is more my area of expertise.
Mhm. I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Expertise. I'm a hair curly hair connoisseur, you
But,
know?
yeah, connoisseur. But for people in Latin America, I find this is totally just what I've seen, but like, a lot of my cousins have curly hair naturally, and they straighten it, or they have, like, kinda wavy hair and just kinda
Mhm.
leave it. Yeah, they all straighten it from what I've seen.
Mhm.
But then one time, story time, my cousin in Mexico took me, she had, like, these cool braids, and,
Okay.
like, took me to the store, and I got braids too, so on my head. I was, like, 6, and she got me hair clips. It was really fun.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah.
When I was in Cuba once, I was in, like, Havana, in, like, the city,
Mhm.
and, there was a lady there, and she was doing cornrows, and I got my hair
That's
cornrows, but it
How
wasn't
did it
long
look?
enough. It looked really bad. Like, because my hair wasn't long enough, so the cornrows only went to, like, maybe the back of my head, like, the middle back of my head,
Yeah.
and then the worst part was I didn't have a fade. So the hair was, like, it was
Just puffy on the
imagine frizzy here and, like, cornrows just down the back. It looked
Why didn't you get your whole head?
because they weren't long enough to go down here, so my mistake.
Oh.
Yeah, I can also post that picture. Really bad. I'll put it up here somewhere, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
So we'll do
okay.
that. But yeah,
And what do you do with your hair, like, on the daily, just before we move on? Like,
on the
is it
daily.
always curly, or do you do, I don't know?
No, because
Because
again,
I can put it up. Guys can't put up their hair, so what do you do if it, like,
unless it's
the curls
long.
aren't on point?
Well, this is the thing. It's not like I'm not like a cheap guy, but like this is 12.50, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm in quarantine right now, so why would I bother putting, a pump of that in my hair when I'm not seeing anyone, like, I'm not going out. So honestly, the most I'll do is I actually put in conditioner. I don't know if you've ever done that, like actual
Yeah, so
conditioner,
just
like
leave
as
it?
yeah, just leave it. And I just do that sometimes if like after I shower or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, really low maintenance. I want to get into questions though. We had a couple
Oh, yes, we
questions.
have questions.
So I'm going to ask you the first question, which is, have you ever loved or hated your hair? And if so, when?
Do you want to take this one first, or should I go? What do you think? You go first. You go
Uh,
first.
Okay, well, for me, I've hated it now that I've looked back on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I look at pictures, Paloma, now, and you guys saw that one, and I go, "What the hell was I doing? Like, what
Oh.
the fuck was I doing with my hair?" Like, it was
Oh my
so
god.
bad, and I always joke with my girlfriend too because, like, when we started talking when my hair was, like, bad, and it, like,
Uh-huh.
evolved after that, and I said to her, "Yo, like, why were you into me back then?" I always joke that, but, yeah, that was definitely for me. I just look back and go,
Bad,
"Man,
bad. Uh,
it was
there's been an improvement, so let's
there's
just
been
say
improvement."
that.
What about
Um,
you?
I don't think I ever hated my hair.
That's
I like
good. Love
doing
that.
other fun things with it, like, I don't know, like straightening it, I like doing other stuff with it,
Okay.
but, because my hair is kind of flexible, it can do other stuff,
Mhm.
but definitely love my hair now. Like, I'm at a good place with it right now.
That's good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
I
Another
love
we got a question that was for you.
Let's hear it.
So, this is directed is what products should a guy apply to his hair? 'Cause I wouldn't know, except for, like, gel,
I mean,
but
I guess it's all relative, right? Like, everyone has different hair. For me, I mean, I think the thing is it's trial and error. I don't know how
yeah,
many products, like, you went
yeah.
through, but Elio also gave me samples of different stuff,
Oh, that's smart.
and I realized, like, okay, one still made my hair really frizzy, the other one made my curls really tight, and I think you said that was with the mousse, like, it would make it, like, tight.
Yeah,
So I didn't like that. But it all depends. Like, guys with straight hair probably benefit from, like, pomade or clay.
yeah,
And then for me, it was the Cantu.
yeah.
I also used something called Mixed Chicks, but that one
I
also
used mixed chicks. I used
but
to
it
use
was
mixed chicks
really
all the
hard.
time.
Like, it was really hard. It
Yeah.
smelled like mango, right?
I the scents are so strong. I hate
I kn
that.
I hate that's I
Everything all
if
smells.
someone I was gonna say, if someone has a recommendation for curly hair product that has no scent, please let us know. I need it because,
Right?
yeah.
It's so overpowering.
Yeah.
My dad just uses water and gel. Like, he just wets his hair and then puts gel in, and he goes, 'cause his hair's
Yeah.
also really curly, though. It's quite curly.
Okay, fair enough,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Alright. Any other questions, or shall we move on to our
I
next
I think we
topic?
should move on.
Cool.
I was gonna say, for those of you who are just tuning in now, welcome to Latino Soy Yo. My name
Yeah.
is Matthias, and this is my co-host Paloma, and, we just finished talking about food, but I mean, sorry, we
Hair?
finished talking about hair,
And
and,
now we're talking
now
about
we're getting
food.
into the food, yeah.
Yeah. What are your favorite? Well, first of all, let's just start. What are your favorite foods, just in general?
Okay, this is my question, fuck you,
Oh,
whatever.
so
But
sorry.
it's okay, it's okay. I was gonna bring this one up, but yeah, besides from, the classic, like, arepas, um, ajiaco, I love Colombian
What's
street
that?
food. Ajiaco is like the soup.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's like the best, like, Colombian. Everyone knows what ajiaco is. The best, like, hearty soup, chicken,
Ooh.
corn, rice. Some people put rice in their soup.
Yeah.
Um, I love what's the other Colombian street food that I like? Chuzo de granado. If anyone's
What is
listening,
that?
oh, Paloma. Oh my god. It is okay, so I don't know of how they have it. Okay, in Mexico, when you eat hot dogs, do they put, like, chips over them?
I've
Or,
never had
like,
a hot dog in Mexico, uh,
maybe it's not a
but
Mexican
I've
thing.
seen South American people do that, and it looks
They
really
put
good.
it's like they put these little chips on top of hot dogs. Like, they're like Lay's
Mhm.
chips, but,
Mhm. Like,
like
crushed
hickory
up?
sticks? Yeah, like hickory
I
sticks.
don't even
They
get me
put hi
started on hickory sticks, man.
they put, like, the little, like, salty chips.
Yeah.
Anyways, so those chips, what they do with their juice de granado is, think of shawarma, but
Uh-huh.
instead of rice, it's those chips, and then you can either put meat, chicken, and then they put, like pineapple sauce on it, or, like, ketchup or mayo,
Yeah.
salsa rosada, which is mayo and ketchup together.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
it's just such a greasy, like, amazing thing. And then last but not least, which I'm making tonight actually,
Oh, what?
penne alla vodka. That is my staple food. I
Bro!
make that shit so good. Yeah, I love that food, like,
Oh my god,
super. Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
love pasta.
Yeah, pasta is just, oh man, the carbs, different,
Um,
different. What about
okay.
you?
Well, I have to ask
Pasta?
you about something after. But yeah, I love Italian food in general, but let's talk
Mhm, mhm.
Mexican food. Definitely tacos. My favorite tacos, let's say, um, carnitas, which is like pork.
Yep.
Well, it's not
Love
like
it.
pork, it is pork. Um, what else? Oh, what's that one called? I can't
Tinga,
remember.
tinga, is it tinga?
I don't
Barbacoa?
I don't like tinga that much. I like barbacoa, that's fine. Um, I like
Is
oh,
it
I don't
fish?
remember.
Fish taco? No?
I like fish tacos, but they're not great. It's like beef. Never, it's not important. I also like el pastor, which is really good. The
I'm for sure really good.
pineapple just makes it so much better.
Mm,
What else? I like flautas, which is like teeny tiny tacos wrapped up,
okay.
uh, and you deep fry. It's like what taquitos are, what people in North
Oh,
America
okay,
call
I got you. I
taquitos,
know what you're
but
talking about.
they're
I know
called flautas because they look like a flute.
flautas. Okay, okay.
And my grandma taught me how to make those, so I make those. I don't make them often, but when I do, they're good. I
Yeah,
love
yeah, yeah.
them. I also love have you ever had tostones? They're not Mexican, they're just like they're more
What is that?
Caribbean.
Sandwiches? Sandwiches? No.
No. You know what they are? It's plantain, like plátano, and
Okay,
you
okay.
cut it up and you fry it on the sides, whatever, just cook it through. Smash it. I have a tortilla press, so I just use that, but then you can use other stuff.
Yeah.
And then you fry it again. So and put salt on it, and it's like this crispy little
Bro, that's
plátano pancake
plátano
thing.
frito. That's like in Colombia, that's just plátano
Oh,
frito. Like,
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
same thing. No, 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 same thing. Same thing. Yeah, no, same
So
thing.
good.
We
So
we
good.
I love those at the beach. And like that's another thing too. Like chips. You've had plantain chips, right?
Yeah.
In
Oh,
Mexico and Colombia, those are like they sell that all the time.
yeah.
I love those. Yeah. I was gonna ask you what do you think are your favorite snacks from Mexico? Like specifically snacks, like things that you would buy at the store.
Like
Because
at the
I
corner
wanted
store.
yeah, exactly. A la tienda. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
what hacienda? No, no, tienda, tienda.
Tienda, tienda. My grandma lives right beside a corner store in Mexico, so 2. It's great. It's very convenient. And so, we I there's, like, these Lay's chips. I guess it's Sabritas is the brand in Mexico,
Okay,
and
okay.
they're lime flavored, and they're so good.
Oh
They just
man.
cure everything. It's amazing. I love them so much. That's my big thing. I don't know, there are other things too, but that's all I can think of right now. I also Bimbo, we were talking about Bimbo earlier, the brand.
Bimbo.
Have you ever had the Donitas, like the mini white powdered donuts? They're
Never.
just
Oh wait.
white powdered donuts, but they're Bimbo
Okay,
brand,
okay.
and that's all I eat in Mexico.
Okay. That's so funny, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bimbo. Everyone who's in Latino probably knows Bimbo. It's like the little bear, right? The little white bear.
Is it yeah,
The
I think it's
polar.
bear.
I think it's a
Yeah.
bear. Might want to check that.
I don't
But
remember.
he's a little white bear. He also. I remember when I was a kid watching the commercials of Messi, like the soccer
Oh,
player,
yeah.
with the Bimbo guy, and like he'd be at the supermarket, and like the kid would be, "Mama, like yo quiero Bimbo," and then the mom's like, "Oh, I don't know." It's like then Messi comes by and like hands him the
Like,
bread. I think it's like
Bimbo.
the Latin American, right?
The American what? Sorry, just repeat that.
Wonder bread.
Oh,
The
one
Latin American
yeah,
Wonder
yeah,
bread.
it's basically Latin American Wonder Bread. Before
Yeah.
we go further with Bebo, what are your favorite snacks? Latin Amer or yeah,
Oh my
Colombian or
god.
Argentinian, either.
Oh man. Oh man, okay, Argentina. I was gonna say like now you make me think of like the Argentine. Like I just thought about Argentinian cuisine is just meat.
That's what
I'm
I've
gonna put
heard.
pictures. I'm gonna put pictures up here and here of the meat, but it is just meat. Just like that's a snack. There's no like oh here's like a little like chip bags. Like no here's like a fucking piece of steak, man. Like oh they cook just
I have a
so much
question.
meat in Argentina. I
Is
love it.
choripan, is that a Argentinian thing?
I love you so much. Yeah, choripan. Choripan is so good. Okay, so choripan is a staple street food in Argentina, and I remember when I went to Buenos Aires, they sell them
Mhm,
all on the street, especially right outside the Bombonera, which is a stadium for
mhm.
soccer. And yeah, basically it's just this Argentinian chorizo, and they put it in. It's just a hot dog, but with chorizo,
Chorizo.
and then
I
they
love
put
chorizo.
either. Have you? I don't know if you've heard chimichurri.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put that, and then sometimes they also put this other thing called salsa criolla, which
Mhm.
is like a pepper, like a red green pepper, like dressing, something like that. Might
Yeah.
be wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
ultimate street food is the
That sounds
choripan.
really good. That
I
sounds
like how you brought that up.
good.
I like how you
Oh,
brought that
thank you,
up.
thank you.
Oh
Okay.
man,
Speak I know we talked about Bimbo earlier, but I have a funny story about that. So one
go for it.
time, we were driving around Mexico. I don't know where we were going, to be honest, but, I saw, like, there are, like, stores everywhere just with stuff on the street. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Okay, yeah, yeah, I
people
know what
have
you
stuff
mean.
on the street. So I saw it hanging outside of a store, a Bimbo jersey, like, it said Bimbo. I'm like, "That is
Yeah,
really
yeah, yeah.
cool, and I want that." But then
You didn't
my
get one?
mom I
Mm.
didn't get one because my mom gave me a reality check saying in English, people will read that as bimbo and will think I'm calling myself a bimbo.
That's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
"That's probably a good
Oh my
idea,"
god.
considering I was, like, 13 at the time. I was like, "Yeah,
That's
good
good.
idea."
Good call, mom. Good call,
Yeah,
mom. Good
thanks,
call.
Jen.
Yeah, that makes me that makes me think, there's also a pop brand,
Uh-huh.
called Postobon. Have you heard of Postobon?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's Colombian, I could be wrong, but yeah, they also have, that brand on soccer jerseys.
Mhm.
Yeah, Postobon, like, they have, like, a gaseosa de manzanilla, which is like apple.
We have
Really
apple
good.
pop too, but it's called, there's manzana, and then there's, sidral. I can't say it, it's hard for me to say, but
Oh, man,
that's
this I
one
just
we have
remembered.
in
Have you
Mexico.
ever had Los Juguitos Hit? Like, HIT?
No?
Oh,
No.
man, they're like these little, like, juice bottles, and they're called Hit, Jugo Hit, and they're, like,
Uh-huh.
mango, peach, like, different flavors. Anyways,
Oh,
like, childhood,
that
whatever.
sounds fun. Have you okay, this is something that frustrates me so much. There is this Bimbo like, you are saying the bread is like Wonder Bread, but there's Bimbo, like I forget what it's called, like tostada or something? Pan tostada? It's just pre-toasted toast. It's like big squares of Melba toast, and
I
it
don't know what
defeats
this
the
is.
look it up because it defeats the entire purpose of toast to me. It's cold, it's brittle, you could snap it into like this, like
Mhm.
like, I don't like my toast that, like, too toasted where it's like a cracker, but it's like this big square, and it comes in a bag, like, it's like it looks like a loaf of bread. You
Uh-huh.
open it, and you're like, "What is this? This is just" it wh it frustrates me so much. I'm like, just I
Whoa,
guess
God, what's your deal, man?
well, I guess my grandma doesn't have a toaster. Maybe she does. She has a toaster oven. I don't know how to use it. But so that's my only option, but it
Oh,
doesn't
that's
make
funny.
sense to me.
Yeah, I think there's some weird, foods that are in Latino America, and that's
Yeah.
definitely one of them, like pre-toast toast.
I'm
I
like,
don't know.
"What?"
It's so weird.
Um, Question.
Speaking of, like
Oh,
oh, yeah, go for it. Go for
oh,
it.
okay. I was gonna say, because for example, here, like, just from a Canadian perspective, my go-to foods if there's no food in the house is, like, mac and cheese or grilled cheese. Lots of
Mhm.
lots of cheese, I
That's,
guess,
like, super
or, like,
Canadian, like,
oatmeal.
American
Yeah.
oatmeal.
But, what are some of your go-to foods, like, from Colombia or what are some pantry essentials at your house?
Yeah, so definitely, I think it's just like anyone who's now grown up in Canada, but even at least family, we have a lot of Canadian food at home.
Mhm,
So something
mhm.
that I'll grab quickly will be like either tuna or popcorn. But what we do always have on deck is frijoles. Like always, we have frijoles, like
You
slash
gotta. Like,
lentils,
refried or just n
refried.
normal?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
refried,
okay.
and rice. If anyone's
Yeah,
had arroz de coco, oh my god, have you had? It's like coconut rice. Bomb,
sounds
really
good.
bomb.
That sounds good.
And then we always have we have avocados on deck all the time. I like a traditional like Canadian breakfast. Like I have like
Mhm.
turkey bacon and like you saw my day in a life, like my
Yeah.
turkey bacon, my eggs,
Yeah.
my oatmeal. Yeah, I'm pretty traditional like that. But definitely frijoles are like they're always like or rice. There's always rice
Yeah.
being cooked in
Well,
the house.
are limes, are they used as much in Colombia? Because I know Mexico, you can't go
Yeah,
without
yeah,
limes. Okay. Because
yeah, yeah.
limes and then we always have tortillas in the house, tostadas, which are just fried tortillas, like deep
Yeah.
fried we yeah, no, we can't go without tortillas, or then like, this is Latin foods. We have other stuff too. Salsa,
hmm
we have a variety of salsas in our fridge and
hmm
pantry.
Oh, toppings, yeah.
Yeah, beans, several cans of, like, frijoles. What
hmm
else? That's pretty much it. Cheese, because you gotta I don't know, like, tahine? Do you know what tahine is?
What is that, like Lebanese or Middle Eastern food?
No.
Oh, no,
It's like
the
yeah,
lime thing,
it's
the
like
lime thing.
lime
Yes.
spicy lime salt, and we
Yes,
just put it
yes,
on
yes.
everything. You put it on cucumber, you can put it on carrots, you can put it on jicama, you can put it in sauce. I put it on everything.
That's
It's
awesome.
it's good. You gotta have it.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
like, what you find in the house, what's, like, a typical week for you? Like, what do you usually make in, like, a week at home?
Well, okay, I do the cooking and most no, my mom and I, like, cook together. I really like to cook with my mom. So we cook, like
Good.
I don't know, I'm a very adventurous eater, so we don't just stick to Mexican food. I
I like
find
that.
I find I eat I don't know, I get in a weird mood. I only like eating Mexican food in the summer or spring. because
Huh.
I just associate with that.
Really? That's
Yeah,
interesting. Oh,
it
because
just
what? Mexico's warm? Yeah.
yeah, it just bothers. I'm like, we shouldn't be eating this in the winter. We should be having, I don't know, like stew. My grandpa, my mom's dad, he's Irish, and so he brings a stew sometimes. It's
Some stew is
awesome.
good. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
like he's like, I'm making stew. Here's a, here's the container of it. Like, yes. I don't know.
I like that.
I can't really think pasta. If like I don't know, we make a bunch of things. How about you?
Fair.
What's a typical week look like in food for you?
Well, first off, I love how you bring up. I think that's also an important thing. Even my dad, he says that when he's out, he doesn't want like food that he would have in warmer climates.
Yeah.
Especially like even sometimes when if I were to have a beer in the winter, like the last choice would be a Corona because when I
Mm,
think of a Corona, I think of the lime. I think of a
yeah.
beach. There's also a brand named Aguila, but that's Colombian, and I think of
Mhm.
it's like another beer brand. So I think of like the beach. So definitely in the winter, we cook a lot of more like soups, like el ajiaco we made like literally a couple of days ago. We'll make more like braised chicken. We
Mm.
use the barbecue in the winter a lot, which is actually
Oh,
funny. Like we cook up some steak and some burgers on the
yeah, I mean, why
barbecue.
not?
But I know that in Argentina, if anyone knows like has like Argentinian backgrounds, we have a quincho, and the quincho is like this little outside kitchen slash dining room, and it's
Oh.
separate from the main house, and it's like I'll put a picture of it again right here, and I'm gonna use that a lot, but I have a quincho in my grandma's house, and we usually cook like the full lamb or the full pig or whatever it is
Jeez,
in that. Yeah.
that's crazy.
So yeah, that's awesome to have. I
That's
love
cool.
yeah, I love that. That's the different cooking style. But sorry, back to the question. Yeah, honestly, like now it's like usually pastas and soups, chicken, um, but yeah, and then obviously rice, beans.
Yeah, yeah,
Arroz,
yeah.
carne y
The
frijoles. Like if
classics.
anyone, yeah, that's the
Yeah.
three. Like with like a egg on top. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely have that for sure. For
Okay,
sure.
this is my thing with eggs. I don't eat eggs that often, but I find my Mexican family eats eggs, like, all the time.
Huevos
Like
rancheros, man. Like,
yeah,
no, I'm
like, for like that, but then okay, this is I'm just jumping all over the place, but what's your thoughts on ketchup? Because I Mexican people put ketchup on everything. Pizza?
that's a little weird.
You never
That
heard that? They put ketchup and
no,
barbecue sauce on pizza, and
that
it
that's
terrifies me.
barbecue sauce is okay. I had a friend, his name was Thee. He did that.
Mhm.
I'm not a I don't support that. But you do you. But I haven't
Yeah.
heard of ketchup on pizza. That's a little.
Every Mexican person I've ever had pizza with has put ketchup on pizza. It's it's
I'm making a poll
horrendous.
tomorrow because I don't believe that. That sounds so weird and
You've never
gross.
heard of that?
Do you put ketchup in your mac and cheese?
No. I put it with grilled cheese, but I'm also just not a
Okay,
big
me
fan of
neither.
ketchup,
Me
but
neither. Oh, okay. So you're maybe different then.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd never heard that ketchup on pizza. That's just weird.
Yeah.
I want to know as well what your favorite Latin restaurants here in the city are. Got to give people some orientation as to where they should eat next time.
Okay. Well, I work at a Mexican restaurant. It's called Barrio,
I was gonna
and
say the
the food's
plug.
actually really good though. It's
I've
really
been.
good.
I've
I
been. I told you I went that day with my
yeah.
girlfriend. I was like,
Yeah.
"Where's Paloma?"
Didn't know me at the time. Um, but so, yeah, the food's really good there. I basically ate there all summer. It was great. But what else? I'm trying to think.
Like, where's Paloma? She's supposed to be hosting. Like, she's in the back, like
Just
eating.
by eating? No, I wouldn't
Uh,
do that. I would only eat my break, but it was good.
oh my
Um,
god.
what else? Oh, I'm trying to think now. There's this everywhere I'm trying to think of is closed.
Oh, that
Oh,
sucks.
this is a place that you definitely know, Columbus, or you say it better.
Columbus, yeah,
Yeah,
Columbus. Ah, you got
it's
it. You
good.
just
I don't go there
you
often.
didn't put the fucking Spanish accent. Don't be shy. Say that shit
Bro,
properly.
it's bad. It just doesn't come out. Anyway, that was last week.
Oh, okay, fine,
Okay,
fine. Yes, I know
where do
Columbus.
you
I
like
know
to
Columbus.
where do you like to eat? Plug your restaurants.
Okay, so Columbus definitely that's one. I've had food from Santo Pegado, which
Mhm.
is we actually had a Los Gorditos episode on the Olas
Yeah.
page if you want to see that. Super good. Man, what else? There's a place called Emporio, which is an Argentinian place.
I didn't buy
Um,
that place actually.
yeah,
I
they
think
you know they
yeah.
sell like if you want to make empanadas, they sell tapas like the shell.
That's okay, that's so smart. Cause
Yeah.
my mom wants to make empanadas one day.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
Emporio is literally the spot. And then
yeah.
I go to this. It's not a. Yeah, I guess it is. It's a grocery store. It's an Argentinian butcher, and
Mm.
it's called El Gaucho. So if you guys really want, like traditional Argentinian, steak, or they also make their own chimichurri. Yeah, El Gaucho. They have their own stuff. Really good Argentinian meat. Morcilla. It's blood sausage. Have you ever tried that?
No. I've
No.
English people have a thing though, it's called blood pudding or black pudding, sorry, and that
Black
it's
pudding.
basically the same thing.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Also, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Do you have more?
No,
Okay.
go go.
I forgot. My sister just reminded me. Kensington Market has a I go there a lot and get I just forgot about that. There's like that Chilean empanada place. There's the place beside it that sells pupusas that are really good. Have
The
you had
Mexican
those?
one. El Carnita.
I think it's
No. What's the
oh,
Mexican place in Canada
there's
Market?
El Trompo is a
El
Mexican place.
Trompo.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And
Love it.
the
Love it.
people who own that place also own do you know the Mexican, convenience store beside the Chilean empanada place? It's like this huge
No.
store.
No.
You would know it if you saw it. Anyway,
Mhm.
they're from the state that my dad's from, and they also own the same they also own El
The
Trompo.
Trumpo, yeah,
Yeah,
El Trumpo's really good. I
really
go
good.
there. Oh man, in the summer, and this was during COVID. We went and had I don't know if it was like a margarita or something, but definitely like really good. Like that's another thing I was gonna say. In Colombia, we drink a lot of fruit juices. Like
Mm.
people will
Yeah.
make their own fruit juices, and I'm just not saying like oh like oranges or something. It's like no, it's like jugo de maracuyá or
Ooh,
pineapple or like guayaba, like just like the
that
best
sounds so
fruits and just
good.
like fresh juice. It's like amazing.
That sounds
Yeah,
so that sounds
I
good.
love it.
In
Yeah.
Mexico, yeah, we have, like, agua frescas, which is like, agua de Jamaica, which is like, hibiscus water, you know?
This is one.
Have you seen it's so good. There's agua de not agua de it's just
Agua de
horchata,
panela?
which
Oh,
is
never mind.
so good. It's the same thing, it's cinnamon. It's
Oh,
basically rice
okay, okay.
pudding as a drink. Like cinnamon and rice made into a
Okay, okay.
drink. It sounds gross, but it's really good. And then there's, literally everything that's a juice, my family calls, like, agua de whatever, like agua de naranja or, like,
Interesting.
cucumber water? Sounds weird. Like, it's not putting cucumbers in
That's
water. It's like making it sounds so bad, but it I went to Mexico and they made this, like, water with cucumbers and, like, sugar in it. It was so good. When you're
um,
hot, that it was so nice.
oh,
Yeah.
that sounds. I mean, I could
It
get
sounds
around
weird,
the
but it
other
was
one. Yeah, it
good.
does sound weird. Yeah. I mean, let
It's
us
good.
know for everyone listening when this is up on YouTube. Let us know in the comments what your favorite spots
Yes.
slash foods are. I'd love to get like some more ideas because there's so many restaurants. There's that one, the whole. I think it's in North York or something. The birria tacos place. You
I've
know the
heard so
birria
much about
tacos.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
But
it looks really good, but I don't know. Um, we'll see. I'll have to go. It's just far. It's North
yeah,
York.
you should join us for
Um,
one of the Los Gorditos episodes just so you
yes!
get some free
I'm
food.
down. I'm down. What was I gonna say? Okay, here's a question. In
Mhm.
my family's house, I don't know if this is like, in Mexico, I don't know if this is just a Torres thing, but my grandma gives us a lot of yogurt and Jello. Lots of Jello, like, she makes her own, and it's always, like, some random color you don't know what flavor of Jello it is.
Oh, she makes her own
But
Jell-O. I was gonna say she makes her own yogurt. I was that's,
no, she gets huge vats of yogurt, though, and I find like, is Jello
the
a big
yogurt
thing?
plug.
Yeah, is Jello a big thing in Colombia, Argentina? I don't imagine it would be, it's just my
No,
grandma.
no. I
Okay.
think it's a Torres thing, yeah.
Okay.
I
But then okay, then with yogurt and cereal, I find this as well. It's way sweeter there than it is here.
the actual yogurt itself
Yeah, or like cereal like
and the
sugar
cereal?
cereal is really sweet.
When I was a kid, I used to have Frosted Flakes. That was
Uh-huh.
the go-to. And yes, of course, I had Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops, but I don't know, I can't remember. I always love like there's always like off brands too
Yeah.
in like Colombia. Like instead of like there, I think there's like Choco Pebbles. There was like in Colombia there's like Choco Crisp or
Choco
something.
yeah, that's what we have too, with the
Yeah.
elephant?
Yeah, with the elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
we've had those, but I don't know.
Yeah. When we go to Mexico, my grandma gets us, like, those little value packs of mini boxes of cereal? She
Yes,
gets
yes.
those, and she'll just pour an entire thing of Choco Krispies in your bowl, you're like, "Thanks." It's a lot,
Oh,
but
that's
okay.
so funny.
I also are there any I mean, you live in Canada, obviously. Are there any cultural differences you notice between food? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
culturally, I find Canadians eat food differently than in Latin America.
I always eat first off, I know one big thing is that I think also this is probably in Mexico as well. In Colombia, people go home for lunch. It's not like lunch at work slash lunch at school is not a thing. Like
Yeah.
there is time, like it's I remember when I was a kid growing up, my my uncles and aunts would come back to my grandma's house and everyone would have lunch and then they would go back to work. Versus like here, people eat at work or like they'll
Yeah.
like leave their office for like 10 minutes and buy lunch. So that's a big thing. And then another thing is we always eat together. At least in my even at home, I always have dinner together, and I don't see that sometimes in other houses. And like my friends' home, like my non-Latin friends, they won't eat together with
Yeah.
their family. Like they'll just eat separate. So I think that's the biggest thing for me. Actually, it's like the
Yeah.
actual coming together.
That's
Yeah.
so
What about
true. My
you?
family eats together, um, every day, and then in Mexico
Yeah.
as we were saying last time, my dad has a big family, and so do you find, like, the times that people eat is different?
Oh,
Like,
that's a great
I'll go to
question.
Mexico, and we'll have lunch we have bre I wake up early, so we'll have
Okay.
breakfast at, like, 7 or 8, and then my uncle
Wow.
comes and has his second breakfast at my grandma's house before he goes to work at, like, 11,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then we usually are used to having lunch at, like, 12, 1,
Okay.
between 11 and 1, let's say,
Okay.
and when we go to Mexico, we have lunch at 3, and then dinner's, like, at later, and then people come over after at, like, 9 or 10 for, like, coffee and, pan dulce and
Interesting.
stuff.
And pan dulce, yeah, that's always good. I think isn't do they not have siesta in Mexico?
I
Like
don't know.
like,
Maybe?
in certain places, I think it's also in Spain from I believe from 12 to 2 or 12 to 3, it's siesta. Like,
That's
everyone
what
goes
I've heard,
home,
yeah.
they close up shops, and they come back, so I was gonna say maybe that's why. I know in Argentina, they eat so late.
Yeah, I've
They
heard that as well.
they eat, like, at, like, 11. Yeah. But, other than that, yeah, just eating late. I mean, there's probably
Yeah,
more stuff that, we could talk about,
yeah.
but
Well, I
yeah.
also find I'm just gonna mention this quickly, people don't use butter. I also don't know if this is just my dad's family either, but so my dad's, family, when my dad was growing up, owned a dairy factory.
Mhm.
And then I told you later in my dad's life, he had a cake business and, like, would sell cakes around Mexico City, which is pretty cool. He knows his cakes and he knows his dairy. And so
That's
but so
so funny.
yeah, but it's weird because they never had butter. They always have margarine instead of butter. Is that a thing?
I
At my
don't
house,
know
we have butter, but
I don't know the difference. I don't what the fuck what is margarine? Is it, like, more
it's made
processed
out of, like,
butter?
vegetable oil and stuff.
Oh, that's gross.
Or it's not made out of milk, that's
Sorry,
just
do you use
yeah.
margarine? Do you use
That's
margarine?
gross. No, I don't use margarine.
Oh, okay, okay.
No,
Um,
I don't.
no, no, butter's not butter's not I didn't wanna, like, throw you under the bus there, like, no, I feel
No, that's what I
I've
said.
no, I think we just use butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, okay, corn. This is a big thing. My mom and I've talked about this.
Mice, yeah.
Yeah, no, but, like, corn is used for everything, in Mexico at least, but I find how the way people eat, like, corn on the cob, here, like, white people eat corn just, like, straight from the cob, and
Mhm.
it's big, but in Mexico or all my mom's Latin friends or whatever, we've noticed people break it in half.
Yeah, I mean, we have it in soups, like, we throw the corn in soups
Right,
and
right.
stuff, and I think Mexico has some good street corn, though, I feel like I've seen some videos and stuff.
Elote,
What do they put on it? Like, what is that, cheese or something? Like, what is
mayo, and I guess tahini or some spice, and then, like,
Mhm.
cheese.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah,
That looks
yeah.
really good.
I never had it, it's just too messy for me.
All
Anyway,
good.
moving on. That is all the time we have for today,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Fun talking about our food and our hair. Don't forget to send us in questions on our Instagram. You can also, yeah, follow us on Instagram. It's Latino Soy Yo. Check out our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel now, also called Latino Soy Yo. Yeah, just make sure to follow us, and we'll see you next week, everyone.
Easy, guys. Take care. Adios.